Hello, 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 and welcome to Benny Babbles. My name is Geraint Benny, and this is where I babble. And tonight's guest, I'm going to be babbling with is the one and only Barry Fitzgerald. Hello, Barry. How are you?
How are you? I'm very
For those
well,
of
thank
you
you.
who don't know who Barry is, Barry's the manager of Jack's Aberdeen, and we got him on tonight because there's something really exciting happening in Jack's on the 5th of September. So, we did release a video on
We
Sunday,
did.
didn't we?
We
Releasing it, but we can talk a little bit more in depth tonight about exactly what's going on.
and that video has reached about 12,500 people, believe it or not.
12,500, that's brilliant. Yeah,
Our,
especially over the
our
last
little
few
ramble.
days.
Our
Yeah,
little ramble.
yeah, it was fun. Hey, second take as well.
Second take off the cuff. Nothing
Oh,
scripted.
nothing
Well,
scripted. Well, we had some bullet points, but that was about it, really.
that's all we needed. Bullet
Professional.
points of professionalism from you.
Oh, I don't know about that. I just wing everything I do.
Somebody sent me a clip. I'm giggling like a naughty little schoolboy. I look like I've been told off in class. It was a still from the video.
Yeah.
And it was Tracy sent it to me, and she said, "I have to send you. You look like a naughty little schoolboy." So
Well, I was congratulated with our points.
yeah,
Because we were pointing in unison to each other. Apparently, I said, "Yeah." I said we both went to the Ted Rogers School of Pointing of hand. The Ted Rogers School of Hand Gestures. Yeah,
all we needed was Dusty Bin to come in.
yeah. I had a 3, a 2, and a 1. Oh, so right. Let's get on with, with what we're here for. So yeah, Jack's Aberdeen, Jack's live music venue, 5th of September. Special event, Cove Aid.
Yeah,
I like the name, yeah. So Cove Aid, and is to raise money for the NHS
yes, so it's to
charity,
do
it is, isn't it?
yeah, the NHS. It is. It's come tough, and it
Come
is.
tough
It's just,
NHS charity. That's right.
yeah. So yeah, we decided, we came up with an idea, and then we ran it by a few people who were within the Jacks team, and then we decided to get some professional people on board, like Mr. Cheney, and find out his ideas, and it just all seemed to come together, and we all believed it could work, and we put the wheels in motion, and then the icing on the cake then was obviously getting the desired bands, and then yourself and Kat obviously to host the day, which is, it's great. It's going to be a real fantastic day.
It is. I'm looking forward to it because and Egg is enough. Don't forget Egg. He's going to be with us as well. Yeah. How can we forget Egg? Yeah. But Eggs. He's always there anyway. Whatever happens, isn't he? But no, it is. I know we are excited about being a part of it and being asked. To be a part of it was a big honor as well. If you to come and ask something for the weekend, boys, will you come and think is and for such a great cause as well, and for you guys as well, because it's with COVID happening, everything's shut down, and it's affecting you guys, and it's going to affect you guys longer really than most other things, because live music venues, they don't know how long they're going to take to open and things. I don't quite understand, you can't sing, but
no.
when you shout across the street to someone every day, I just, that doesn't make any sense. But we put that behind us. But the one thing we can do is put on a private function.
Yep.
Live bands. Obviously, it's all social distance. It's all being done by the book.
Yeah.
To not, yet to say, we're still here.
Yeah, and that's what it's about, to be honest with you, Ben. It's about the fact that all music venues are struggling. The artists are struggling. The sound engineers, everybody else behind the scenes. Nobody sees. They're all struggling.
Yeah.
All we want to do is just make sure that everybody knew. Look, Jack's is still here. Jack's is not going away anywhere. We are, or we were, last year's music venue of the year. We
That's
did
correct.
win our award. And then this hit then and knocked us back a bit. But we will get back. But we want to put that music back in people's minds. And if they can't come to us, we're going to bring it to them. And that's the idea.
And how are we going to bring it to them?
Well, we're going to bring it from multiple cameras within the room throughout PA. So it's going to be stereo sound coming through. And it's just going to be a fantastic day, especially with the lineup we got. Something for everybody.
It is something for everybody, because it's live on Facebook, it is, isn't it?
It'll be live on Facebook, yeah. It'll be, I don't know if we are streaming or any other platform yet. If we do, it will get announced. With Mr. Cheney, I'm sure he has the technology to put it anywhere and everywhere we want to put it.
Yeah, but I'm sure he has, yeah.
I think if we target an audience in one place, I don't think then anybody can sort of say, well, I didn't know where it was. Look, it's here.
Yeah, that is a good idea. This is why I only broadcast live. Two places. It's just I'm greedy. Facebook and YouTube. But my YouTube is a backup in case anything happens to an Facebook thing. So I've always got a copy of it. But no, it's talking about bands. I'm a little bit gutted, really. Right. I am a little bit gutted because Infinite Space were asked to play.
Yeah.
And then we agreed. Yeah. And then we split up.
Yeah.
And then we disagreed. So I'd like to apologize for pulling out. But and so would the boys as well. They like to apologize. It's not something that we split up because it was just logistically we all come from quite long distances to each other.
Yeah.
So to travel and try and get to rehearsals before, because obviously we haven't rehearsed in months.
I don't think
many bands have, exactly. So we knew it was such a big and important day, really, and we didn't want to be letting you guys down by not being what we could have been, if you know what I mean. Yes. So we said, right, okay, we corner a thing for until at least all this stuff's over, and then we look at it again. And then obviously you'd have us back then, obviously.
Well, there's always going to be something going on. I can't see this being the one and only thing we do. There's lots of things we have discussed of the way to bring live music to people. We just gotta work out if it's viable, if it's safe to do so, and all the other means. So, I could say watch this space because we don't know what's going to happen. And if we can maybe do another not so much on a grander scale, but something a little bit more toned down, we're going to try things. So let's see.
Well, I think we've spoken about this before with radio, but
yep.
But we could do it this way. It's better,
Yeah.
Visual, it's even better. So yeah, it is doable. It is doable. And so who we got? Who we got?
Well, as you know, we've got 8 live bands on the Molson Coors stage, and then we have acoustic acts on then the Great Tree stage. So we're going to accommodate everybody's taste of music, to be honest. So, we're from the start, we're going to have a young band, Aberdeen band, Shovelface. They're going to kick off the day. I think for any band to kick off a day is a big ask.
It is. It is.
They're going to set the tone for the day, and I believe with them, I think they are going places. So the band who's played our venue on a few occasions, and I know they are quite popular with other venues, and they have a nice little fan base.
They have got a nice little fan base, like you said. Yeah. I remember when they first got, I think they're 17 now, aren't they? Around about that. And I remember when they first got together, I'm friends with one of the members' dads. In fact, I was the best man in the wedding. And, and he'd say to me that he'd been learning drums and everything. And I was like, oh, great, And to see them, first time I went to see them, I was blown away. Even though they'd only been playing a few months, they kind of... there's something new. They haven't quite got it yet, but
there's something, yeah.
There's something there. And the last time I seen them, they were doing their own stuff then.
Yeah.
And they were just like, wow.
Any band sing a song about a chip shop is fine in my book. I love it. I love it. And we can't plug the chip shop. We can't plug the chip shop in question, but any band who can sing about one is all right. I think they should run about a Chinese now and an Indian and go for the full eye, or maybe a kebab.
I'm sure if you ask them,
Yeah. They can have them ideas for free. Like I said, we switched then from the main stage onto the acoustic stage, and then we have Doz with for the Mahoots.
Oh, right,
so,
cool.
And I believe another great act, and I believe I may be wrong, but hasn't Doz just released a little acoustic album as well?
I think he has, yeah.
So, it's a great stage, and this is why we did what we did as well, because a lot of these acts have just released some EPs or a new album or a new this or a new that. So it's a nice little give back from us so they can plug it as well on that day. And look, this is a song from my new album, and and get on with it and sing it. But yeah, we all know Doz. Doz is a great entertainer, got a fabulous voice, sang in numerous, local bands.
Yeah.
And all been very successful. So I'm looking forward to seeing him on his own, to be honest, which is quite rare. But
it is.
Yeah.
I had Doz as a guest on about a month and a half ago, and we were talking about his venture out on his own as well. It's he's like me. I like to have a band behind me. Yeah. Because if anything goes wrong, you can fall back on someone. It's not all on you. It's not all on you. No, but but I'm looking for. Yeah, well, see, you're brave enough to get up there on your own, like.
Well, 10 days are over now.
Oh, never say never. Sean Connery done Bond again.
And then we switch. Then in between interviews, we'll have little interviews and live little clips in between, because it's going to be an a la Jools Holland Top of the Pops kind of day with. They're presenting the bands and interviewing the bands, and so it's going to be good. And then we go back to the main stage, and we go to the local band, all musically talented. The musically talented 10 are playing.
Oh, right.
Stage. There's no vocals with 10, but what they do musically is very experimental and very, very good. Very talented musicians, one and all, and visually they look the part.
They do, and I'm glad that they don't have any vocals, because it would spoil the music that they play.
Yeah,
it really would. Yeah, it really would. 10. I'm a big fan of 10. Gene again, legend in the Valley as a drummer, been in more bands, drummed in more bands than anyone, I think.
Gene is the awkward one on the day, though. He's the awkward one on the day because he's left-handed.
Yes, he is.
He's going to create a little curveball on the day for Alex, our sound engineer. So yeah, that'll be a little curveball. And he's like, "Well, hang on, I'm left-handed, right? I can't do that." Gene's like.
Oh yeah, I know.
At the best of times. So.
Yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, so I'm just checking my notes. I'm being very unprofessional now.
No. This is all right.
No. So yeah, we switch then. We go back to the acoustic, and we have Scott Howells playing then.
Right.
Scott's very talented again. He's one of them artists that I think could just play and sing whatever he wanted, basically. And,
no, you're right there. He is a very talented. I've seen Scott on a number of occasions, and surprised me every time. Doing something different, and it was like, "Oh, right, yeah, go, yeah."
It's like, I would describe it like a garage indie sound, I suppose. He's got, he's around about that sort of thing. But but like I said, something for everybody. So we've gone from a 3-piece local band who I think we're going places.
Yeah,
and we got. Doz doing what Doz does, entertains people with that deep, gruff, strong voice he got. Back to music.
But some prog psychedelica, yeah.
So, we've covered a few bases on them 4. So yeah, it's all good. Then we go back to the main stage, and we have a new band in the scene now, fronted by the one and only Chris Summerall. A band called Tin Goose.
Right,
so
right.
I don't know. With Chris got one of them voices. He can fill a room without a microphone.
He can, and he can make an audience come alive. He's a showman. He's a born showman. Doesn't matter what he does.
Yeah, if you watch Chris over, the Facebook things he's done in his garden with his kids and everything, he's been absolutely brilliant. So they're going to bring basically an acoustic, folky, rock blues to the party.
I should look forward to that.
Yeah, so it'll be something really different, So no drums involved in that, just musical instruments and Chris doing what Chris does best.
Good.
He'd probably play the banjo or the ukulele, maybe. It wouldn't surprise me with Chris at all. So yeah, we down to there now and then back on the other stage, and then we got a bit of an acoustic set from Heavy Flames, which is going to be something really different
set from Heavy Flames.
Yeah, so that'll be something a little different again. They have played one acoustic set to my memory from Jack's, and it was really, really good. But everybody who's around Aberdeen knows the Flames very well.
Carl, Bogus is
There's another one who's been in more bands and
him and Gene have both played drums in my band.
There we are. So then we go on to a band which has played some big venues in around Britain and Europe as far as I'm aware, and really, really heavy rock. And that's a band called Traitor's Gate.
Oh, right.
And fronted by the one and only Cyborg.
Right. Yes.
Yes, they've played some really big gigs.
They've supported some really big artists.
Exactly. So we're very lucky to have them. In all honesty, they jumped on the chance to play. And we very
again
lucky.
Another brilliant. I've never seen them live, so this is an opportunity. So I've wanted to for a long time.
Yeah, I've seen obviously Cy sing. And Cy stepped in for bands which have played for Jackson, done really well. Not his cup of tea, but being a total professional and done it. So seeing Cy in his comfort zone I think is going to be really good for everybody watching.
Definitely one to watch out for.
I think so, because I think they're going to surprise a lot of people.
Yeah.
So we got Traitor's Gate, and then we got the one and only on the acoustic stage, Gordy Ode.
Gordy Ode.
So another one, bring in musical laughter, I think, into the room. So them two, Jeff and James, together, I think, again, musically talented people.
If you're watching now and you want to see something that you're not going to see anywhere else, then you need to come and see Gordy Ode, because they are unique.
They are. And talking of unique, we'll move on to our next band, the one and only Head Noise. Another band who's unique.
Totally.
With Mitch, who's part of our entertainment team, Jack's. And another band which, look, they are unique, same as them. So we roll in with the theme then.
There is totally something for everyone in amongst all this.
Unbelievable, because whether you tune in for an hour, I'm sure you'll find something you enjoy. But I hope you tune in for 8 hours, put your feet up, a couple of beers, sun shining in your back garden, big screen. There is talk about, I've read one post, and there's talk about putting a massive big screen up in somebody's garden to watch it.
What an idea.
Oppie.
All right.
If you look at his Facebook, there's talk he's going to have beers and a massive screen up in his garden.
What a good idea. That's a good idea, because if people are able to do that, then go and do it, and then have your own little soiree in your garden.
You're allowed 30 guests.
Yeah.
So he could have his own little party with 30 guests.
There we are. That's a good idea, it is.
Outdoors, so that'll be another good one, eh? So then we go from there back to the acoustic, and we got Bedface then. So they're going to do a nice little acoustic set for us.
Right.
And bring in some women to the scene, because most of what we've done so far is not
all been gents. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'll be something nice to see some women playing as well for us. Yeah. So
cool.
Looking forward to seeing them.
I'm not sure if I've seen Bedface.
No?
I'm not. I might have, mind you, see, because they played Jack a couple of times, haven't they?
Yeah.
So I must have seen them. Bedface, I apologise. I was probably drunk.
Well, Bedface and Heavy Flames were going to support the People and the Poet, which was supposed to play at Jack's. So that would be a good night as well. So hopefully we can work on that and get them back after all this nonsense goes away. So hopefully we'll work on that. And then we go back to the main stage, and we got a band which has toured internationally, big in Holland and Germany and places like that. The one and only punk band Fatal Blow, Mr. Cobley's band.
Paul Cobley, again, another amazing entertainer and musician. You meet Paul, you think he's quiet, but he's far from quiet.
No.
You put him on a stage and he comes alive. And again, it's another band I'm really, really excited to see.
Because they've played Jack's on a few occasions, and every time they've played, I've been really impressed with them. Look, again, they're a punk band. They're not everybody's cup of tea, but massive, massive following, not just in Britain. You know, we're talking on the continent. And wherever they go, they do well. So we're very lucky to have them at Jack's as well. So,
they are. They know. And when you've got such talent that, you know, we've already spoke about without who's still to come, you know, people are realize. Tell everyone, if you're watching this now, tell everyone you know to watch. You know, it's going to be an amazing day, and all this, you know, is going to be broadcast live into your homes. And not only that, you'll be able to watch us on your mobile. So no excuse, because we know that you're always, because we all know that you got your mobile with you. So watch us on your mobile. No excuses.
Like I said, it's for a great cause as well. For come to our health. And then at the end of the day, even if you can only donate £1 on a day, at the end of the day, it's better than nothing.
It is.
We know we're struggling in this current climate with people on furlough and everything else. But, you know, if we can help, because without them front lines, without them, they would have been a lot worse. You know, and I think, off a little bit of a kilt there, you know, but with the health service, I think this was the kick up the backside that this country needed to show
to appreciate it,
because it is that it shouldn't have taken this, but I'm in a strange way I'm glad it has, because people have realized now how important our health service is to everybody, because other countries haven't got it. And when they all stood outside, clapped and banged and whistled and everything else, well deserved. So
totally.
We better go back on script now, haven't we? How do we manage to always go left and then come back right?
That's all right, Ben.
So we've got our sound engineer then coming from behind the desk with his new band called Dr. Bland's Bad Batch. So they're an eccentric sort of musical group, very musically talented. So I'm looking forward to seeing Alex in action as well. Because a different side of Alex when he comes from the desk to a stage presence. Because the first time I saw Alex play and sing, I was like, double take, Alex? It was like that.
Again, you think quiet demeanor, but again, you put him on stage. It's that
button that I think all good artists and good musicians got it. They are who they are off stage, but when they go on, it's all about I'm here to entertain.
I'm here to entertain,
It's pump. And I think this is where this live event is going to come alive. That place want to be 300 people to watch the day, but we can't. So everybody who plays in that day is knowing that you guys at home are going to watch. So they're going to give it as if there was, 300 people there. They're not going to hold back. It's a live performance. And don't forget, every one of these bands has not played for so long. So they are going to want to give it 100%.
They are, and that's it. You guys, even though it's raising it for a good for a good cause, and we're giving the people an opportunity to have some live entertainment again. But the bands that we got on offer for them to watch, they are incredible artists.
Yeah,
it's the cream of the crop really in the valley. Obviously, there's some that obviously we couldn't still fit on the bill, but like you said, we can do with future ones. Then hopefully, then they can, because it is about a community, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Aberdare has been crying out for Jack's for years and years and years. A venue which you don't have to travel miles and miles and miles. It's on your doorstep, and the amount of talent within a 10-mile radius of Jacks is incredible. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of places which you could put a 10-mile radius anywhere and realize how much talent it is. But we always seem to do it in the valleys. You know, we went through a big boom early, you know, in the 90s and whatever, where there was lots and lots of talent. Then it faded off, but it's starting to pick back up. Now we see it every week in Jacks. You know, the amount of talent that comes through our door that people don't see is incredible. And this is what we want to do. We want to give back to the bands as well and give them that chance to get on the stage again.
Well, yeah, and you've been doing that since opening, really, because you know you've had some really big name artists there, and it's always been, you know, someone local that supported them, you know, and you know, to give them those opportunities to play with some of their heroes, you know, it's and it has been that, you know, and you know, Jacks, I take my hat off to you guys, because you know, it's like I said, it's a live music venue, but it's a part of the community now, and it really is, you know, and doing this, yeah, it's great. Anyway, back. Let's get. I know we got some more bands to go.
Again. So then we go back to the main stage, and then it's the one and only. These don't need any introduction, really. Cripple Creek.
Cripple Creek. Yes.
What you can't. There's no superlatives. I don't think I can use for Creek. Oh, there isn't enough superlatives, I should say. You could just go on and on and on and on. You know, what they do for music, they've been doing it for 20, 30 years. And they still got
heroes. My heroes. They really are. And each of them know that they're my heroes as well.
Yep.
They
really don't. You could pick every single one of them out individually and say something that's really, you know, positive and how good they are, but it just only got to say Cripple Creek speaks for itself.
It does. and if there's anyone out there that doesn't know what we're talking about, then what you got to do, you got to tune in on the 5th of September and find out.
And then all of a sudden you go, that's what they meant by Cripple Creek. Because
Eggy's just sent a message in and said, "Is there any room on the bill for someone who can play a ukulele badly?"
Oh, he can try it, and you can interview him while he does it.
I'm sure we can fit that in for Egg. I'm sure we can.
100%. Why not? Sounds good. So yeah, we got Creek, and then we got another internet sensation after that. The one and only Mr. Kerry Haggart, doing what Kerry Haggart does well, is comedy, musical, genius, and well, I love Kerry. I think he's just got it again.
Do you know, again, Kerry surprised me. Now, I've known Kerry for years. We used to play rugby together. We used to work together. And then, you know, and then all of a sudden he pops up on Facebook one day.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, I don't know, Kerry playing guitar. And then I was just, oh my God, was this? This is a different side. I didn't know any of that. And then, and in a sense, he's become his own, his own.
A YouTube sensation. Our very own Aberdeen man.
Yeah.
You know, he's Aberdere's version of Max Boyce.
Totally.
If those at home have never seen Kerry, don't have the children around, well, maybe when he's playing, but you're just going to laugh and enjoy it. It'll be 15 minutes of Kerry, and you'll think to yourself, I want another 50, never mind 15. Because that's just who he is.
It is. And do you know what? I've heard people say, oh, I don't know, it's too rude. It's like, no, he's not rude. He's cheeky. That's what he is.
But
he's cheeky.
Everything he thinks about,
it's real.
It's real. It's things that he's sort of happened to him in his life or whatever, and it's brilliant. You know,
it is, and that's what I like about it. It's these little stories that everyone can relate to, and if anyone gets offended by it, then that means it's touched a nerve, and they like that.
we all got a junk drawer, and he sings about it. Everybody's got a junk drawer. Everybody's got a bathroom cabinet full of crap. Products that women will never use, but they got to have it in it. But that's Kerry. Do you know what I mean?
It is.
So
there's another one to look out for, folks. Another one to look out for.
And then after that, again, we can say it over and over. these guys don't need no introduction. Played stadiums, played arenas, supported one of the biggest sort of bands, well, the biggest band to come out of anywhere near Aberdeen, and that's the one and only Fire Road who supported the Stereophonics. So, you know,
so it is like again, all amazing at it. Rich is again born frontman of a band, and I am so excited about the gig and to be asked to be a part of it as well. When I heard about it first, I thought, oh, that's brilliant. I'm going to watch that. Yeah. And then getting asked to be a part of it is more like...
You had the call?
I was like, agent. Am I? Yes. Oh, my God. Yes, please. Yes, I'm there.
You could have gone, no, I'll think about it. I want to do it, yeah.
I'm too eager, see. That's what it is. I'm even going to have Maiden and everything.
Are you? And your eyebrows.
Yeah, I can be waxed. I can be waxed all over.
No, but like I said, to have Fire Road on the bill as well, because we all know they've toured arenas, they've toured around with the Phonics. They done the Swansea gig with them. It speaks for themselves. All the boys, that band, and two of the band actually play in Tingoose as well. So, Matthew and yeah. So they play in Tingoose as well. So they're having a little warm up earlier on, and then in for that. And then we go for our final act then on acoustic stage. Who, when I seen these play acoustically in the bar for a gig that we had for the Flood, I was blown away by them. I got to be honest. And that's the Deadhead Jokers. I thought and what a way, really, when you think of like, you've got Shovelface opening as a band, and then you got Deadhead Jokers finishing on the acoustic stage. That spectrum is incredible, because where Shovelface want to be, Bedface, but I think again they can go further.
Yeah.
But incredible when I seen him live, Bedface. I was just blown away. Great frontman, great musically again, and really enjoyed them. And I think everybody at home's going to enjoy them too.
What a lineup!
There's one more then.
What on?
One more, and then the final act on the core stage, the one and only Mr. Michael Platt from The Voice with his new band Radar. They've just released a big EP, an EP launch. So yeah, I'm going to really look in for that. So if you like your sort of 80s hair metal rock, that's the one. This is the one for you.
Awesome. No, see, I haven't. I obviously they knew, so that's probably why I haven't seen them. Yeah. But no, again, another one I'm excited to see, because you can't beat 80s hair rock. You can't. One of my favorite bands currently is a band called Steel Panther.
Yeah,
and it's
very a la Steel Panther,
and it's sort of. Yeah, they're not appropriate whatsoever, but they are brilliant because of what they do. They know they take in the mic, but it's done with respect.
Yeah. So when you think about it now, that you go back through that lineup, the places and everything that most of these bands I've seen, or most of them will see in their musical career, for us to have every single one of them artists, individual, band or anything else, I think we're very, very, very proud and very honoured to have every single one of them bands and, like I said, acts playing at Jack's for this event. And I got to be honest, there's no prima donnas there.
No,
they all wanted to do it because they.
I'm not playing. No. Well, there is one. We got Egg,
well, we can dress him up in a dress or something. He could be Madonna for the day. But then again, he probably would.
He probably would, yeah.
Yes, as we know. So, yeah, what we're going to do then, closer to the day, you and Kat are going to do a bit more presenting to, boost this event through our social medias. So everyone's got to keep a lookout on our social media platform for... it'll be Beauty and the Beast.
Some more videos, yeah. Oh, don't call it a beast.
I wouldn't want to get on the wrong side.
Don't call Cat a beast.
But yeah, so everyone just got to keep watching, keep on the updates, and look for these little clips and little videos. Check out the poster, and just basically put it in your diary, as we said in the video. Put it in your diary.
Put it in your diary. And if you don't follow Jax on Facebook, then go over and do it now.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll put a link somewhere, and once this video is ended, I'll put a link to Jax so you can easily find them anyway. And on the day, then they'll be able to donate money, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. There's gonna be a link on the day. Then, so when we go live, they'll be able to click on the link and donate it. Look, we're not asking for the world. We appreciate that everybody's in a financial pickle. You know, if you can spare a pound, you know, every penny will count, and we'll guarantee that every penny that is raised will go to where it should go. Look, there could have been numerous charities we could have given it to, and numerous causes, but you know, we've COVID, respiratory, frontline, yes, look, and music,
and music.
We're giving back. I think we're going to give back all across the board, 100%.
Well, do you know what? I think it's very admirable of what you guys are doing, and you know, I'm proud to be a part of it, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a first, really, when you think about it. It is a first. I've seen some live things, but I haven't seen anyone attempt to do this live on Facebook.
No,
so
not in this scale, I don't think.
Not at this scale. So if there's anyone out there that works in the media, whether you work in radio or TV, and you want to do a story on this, then please get in touch with them, because as much publicity as we can get for this, the better, really. As you know, it is for a good cause, and I got distracted. I looked on the screen. Eggy had sent another message saying, "Me in a dress, never." I got photos, but I got photos.
Evidence.
We got evidence. We got evidence. No, again, thanks to everyone that's tuned in, and Bart, thanks for coming on and talking about the role. And we said earlier on that after we've done this now, obviously me and Kat are going to be doing some videos in between, supporting it. But after the gig, you're going to come back on, and we can talk all about it. And I'm sure that'll be a 2-hour show. I have no doubt.
I think we'll come on and just go.
Yeah, just for 2 hours, just stand there.
Gobsmacked.
Wow.
Everyone just enjoy it, and a big shout out to all the people who've worked behind the scenes to even get it to this stage, and all the people that will be behind the scenes on the day doing what they do. You know, all social distancing and everything else being adhered to. And a big shout out, obviously, and this is from myself and all the team, to Mr. Paul Taylor for having the drive to basically have Jax where it is today.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, he does deserve a bit of credit. Paul won't like me for saying that, because he's not that type of.
No, he's not.
He even here too, when I introduce him, this is the owner, Mr. Paul Taylor.
No.
But yeah, without him and his wife, none of this would even be possible. So
that's
big
true.
Shout out to them and the team, and that's personally from me then, because my team work tirelessly behind the scenes that people never see it.
No, they don't. All they see is what's happening on the night.
Even on a normal gig, they don't see us cleaning up at 2 o'clock in the morning, and you know, and they're all still bubbly, and they want to go home, but they've had such a good night because you guys who come there regularly in the bands, and they've enjoyed their night. So yeah, big shout out to everybody.
Awesome. And as well, before we go off, let's give a big shout out to the sponsors as well. We haven't mentioned them, so we better give them a mention.
Yeah. So as we said earlier on, we got Motion Cause, who's going to sponsor the main stage. We have Grey Trees, who's going to sponsor the acoustic or whatever, the unplugged stage, maybe you want to call it. Then we have to mention Mountain Ash Embroidery, who's obviously got face masks and things like that for us. Big shout out to men at Mountain Ash Embroidery. And then Penderyn Distillery, hand sanitizers for use on the day by all staff and everybody else that comes in with the bands and artists alike. So yeah, thank you very much, all them wonderful
people. Great, thank you very much. Right, okay, we've been on for 40 minutes, 40 minutes.
40 minutes talking babble.
That's why it's called Benny Babbles.
This is the title up there. Benny, no, but there, Benny's Babbles.
Yeah.
Well,
right, folks. I'll be back with them now. I think the next one's next Monday. I'm going to be talking to David Richardson, who was in Infinite Space for me, the drummer. Really interesting guy, really interesting life, really. So I'm really looking forward to talking to him. I'll be with Barry tomorrow. I shall see you then. Everyone else, see you all soon. Hang on a minute. Oh God, hang on. Yeah, there we are. See you all soon.
Bye.